This video was brought to you by Manco.store, which is owned by the same people as Manco.trade. This site is essentially an online marketplace which allows you to buy and sell thousands of Team Fortress 2 items. You can also get your own personalised store where it has an individual link that you can send to people to where they can see all the items that you're selling and buying. The link to Manco.store, the marketplace, will be down below. Just before we get into this video, you may notice, but I was pretty ill when I was recording this. I'm not really too sure why. I just woke up today and I was really ill, but I wanted to get this video out for you guys today. So just as like a forewarning, I do apologise if my nose sounds a bit blocked. That's because it is. Hey guys, what's going on? My name is Joe and welcome to a brand new video. Today we're back with something a little bit different, right? So this was suggested to me in my Discord. And it's essentially they wanted me to take a look at the TF2 Wiki's Wall of Shame. And if you don't know what this is, because I didn't actually know this was a thing, this is to get the Wiki Cap. And this is the Wiki Cap. And apparently the only way you can obtain this item is if you make a valid and useful contribution to the Team Fortress Wiki, right? And obviously the Wiki is a community made thing. It's like, I'm sure if you've played TF2 you've used the Wiki at some point, whether it's for info on a hat, info on a weapon. Chances are you've used the Wiki, right? And yeah, so people used to try to get a wiki cap by just submitting some pretty questionable things to the wiki, and today we're just going to be taking a look at a few of them. Now guys, if you are new around the channel, please do subscribe. We are on the road to 100k. We're less than 10,000 subs away. It's absolutely insane. So if you are new around here and you want to watch more TF2 content, feel free to subscribe. And without further ado guys, we can get straight into it. So as you can see, the trivia wall is a list of the worst facts to have ever been posted to the Team Fortress Wiki. It should be seen as the general trivia to avoid list when considering what trivia to add to pages. So, for an example of this, right, there's a submission someone made to 2 Fort, the map. In each team's intel area, by the basement re-suppy door, there is invisible ledge that scouts can perch on via force of nature's soda popper and hide. That was meant to be on the official wiki page for 2 Fort, so that gives us a good idea of what we're going to be seeing. Someone's recommendation for the backscatter for the scout said, the name could also be a reference to backstabbing, as this weapon can also deal critical damage from the back, albeit mini-critical. Oh god, oh Jesus. And there's also one for the back scratcher for the pyro that said, it is said that the pyro is in fact a female, and the back scratcher is a rake where women usually attend their gardens and plants in their free time. Like, how do people come up with this, and why do they think it will get added to the official Wikipedia page? Like, I'm genuinely baffled. Balloonicorn says, the picture of a pan on both sides of the Balloonicorn's hips is a reference to a cutie mark, a term from My Little Pony franchise, which shows what the pony is best at. I can't think why that wasn't added, you know? I can't think why that wasn't added. The big kill, yeah, the promo item for the spy's revolver, says the big kill is basically a revolver, but with different style. That's all you need to know, isn't it, really? You don't need to know anything else. You just need to know that it's basically a revolver, but with a different style. They don't need anything else on the wiki page, look. You see, all this stuff for the big kill, all this isn't useful. You don't need any of this. All you really need is basically a revolver, but with a different style. Blighted Beak, as in a medic cosmetic, Blighted Beak rushed professional doctors who treated the patients infected by a plague. That's true. In Middle Ages, doctors trusted that it is possible to become infected with the plague, having picked up its bacteria from the air, and to secure itself and contact the breath of patients, doctors carried similar masks which have served by the prototype of a gas mask. No, they used to put herbs in the top of it. I remember learning about this in history. They put like herbs and like nice smelling stuff to try and drive out the bad smells from the plague. But a gas mask? It's not a pyro item, it's a medic item. The brigade helm is in the pyro fire hat. Someone put, this hat was probably a reference to name firefighters who put out fires. The irony is pyro is the person who fights with fire. Again, you don't need any other description for the brigade helm. All you need is that. Connoisseur's cap, someone submitted this to the wiki, right? Remember, all of these things I'm reading are genuine submissions from real people. Like, real people thought these were good things to submit to the Wikipedia page for TF2. And this one is from a connoisseur's cap. And it says, the description is grammatically incorrect. Your instead of your. You go to the description, you're today's theme ingredient. It's not wrong. That's you are. Like, I hate it when people try to correct grammar, like thinking it's really cool and like they've completely owned Team Fortress 2, when in reality they're wrong and that is the right you're. Like, Jesus Christ, they tried to put that on the wiki, man, on the wiki. I just read the worst one. Keep in mind, this was once again a genuine submission. Someone trying to get the wiki cap, okay? This is a description for the disguise skip for the spy. And it says, the disguise kit is your first weapon, or should I say, kit, unless you start with your eternal reward, but you don't. Like, what does that mean? Like, it's your first weapon or kit, unless you start with your eternal reward, but you don't. Like, oh god, that was, I genuinely don't know why that wasn't added. Like, actually, I genuinely have no idea. Engineer, so the actual class of the engineer, he is the shortest class in the game. That's a fact. You know, someone submitted that as fact. They wanted that on the wiki. Wow. The engineer, yeah, who is quite obviously from Texas, there's multiple reference to the fact he's from Texas. He has hats with Texas in the name. Someone submitted, the soldier believes the engineer to be Canadian. Even if that's true and that's like lore, why would that get on the wiki? Like, it's the most useless fact if it's true. Guys, this submission for the golden frying pan says, unlike the unique frying pan, the golden frying pan is an all-class item. I mean, I suppose I get the thought process because the spy and the engineer can't use the normal frying pan, but like, that's their fact for the TF2 Wiki, you know? This half Zatoichi submission for the demo says, there is a glitch when you taunt with the flip taunt with the half Zatoichi. Sometimes the demo man will put the katana in his stomach, resembling Japanese soldiers who also do this when a mission fails in war. Like, I don't think that was Valve's intention when they added that glitch. In fact, they probably didn't even know that was a thing. But like, they weren't like, oh no, the sword goes through his stomach. Oh, that's a bit of a design flaw, isn't it? And then the guy sat next to him was like, nah, it's meant to be like that because Japanese soldiers when they failed in war used to do that. The handyman's handle, which is the toilet plunger, someone just said, the pyro never actually used the handyman's handle for its actual purpose. I mean, wow, who would have thought? Who would have thought, you know? Oh my god, this one is a galaxy brain submission, right? This one's for the hat with no name. And the submission someone said is, despite the name, the hat with no name does in fact have a name. I mean, that's genius. That is, why wasn't that accepted? Why is that on the Hall of Shame? That should be on the item description. Someone submitted this to the wiki. The scout is the only class without a collar on any kind of his shirt. Like, if that is fact, which I'm assuming it isn't, but if that is fact, that is possibly the most useless fact ever. Why would that get submitted to the wiki? The fact the scout doesn't have a collar on his shirt. In their Did You Know section, there's quite a few funny submissions. Someone submitted to the Did You Know section, which I'm pretty sure is meant to be like weird and wacky facts. Someone put, did you know that game have 9 classes? I did not know that, actually. I did not know that the game have 9 classes. Why was that not submitted? This one was 900 IQ. I don't know why this one wasn't accepted. Someone edited the wiki cap and said, the wiki cap, you can't get a wiki cap by shamelessly editing something on the TF2 wiki. I mean, he tried, I suppose? Someone also submitted, this hat was given to members of the TF2 Wiki that have added text to the TF2 Wiki. This hat is similar to the Soldier Stout Shako, the difference being that the Stout Shako has a flat top. They thought they were going to get a wiki cap for that. I mean, that is genius. Someone submitted this to the Masters Yellow Belt Wiki and they said, painting it sort of defeats its purpose. And that's a very good point, you know. Why wasn't that accepted to the wiki? Because painting the yellow belt doesn't make it a yellow belt anymore. So I genuinely can't think why that wasn't accepted. That is a really useful fact for everyone. But guys, that is just about it for this video. If you did enjoy, then please do remember to leave a like and let me know your thoughts down below. If you want to check out some of these for yourself, I will leave the link to the wiki down below. And maybe let me know what your favourite one was in the comments down below. And if you have any other ideas of stuff you want me to take a look at, then yeah, leave it in the comments. Thank you guys very much for watching once again, and peace. type of guy to see it empty when there's half a glass. See the worst in everything to find good, need an actual map. Now I'm stuck up in my head just like it's Alcatraz, and there's no escaping cause I don't know where the key's planted. Spit for hours, got the stamina, see clear, don't need a camera. I know exactly what these dons will say cause I've examined ya. I've broken